Welcome and hello everybody. Today our first lesson in Unit 3 by the name of celestial bodies. What is these celestial bodies and what is the importance of celestial bodies? Celestial bodies is any body that swim in space such as what? Yes, such as stars and planets, moons and rocky or gaseous bodies. Celestial bodies, it's any body that swim in space, such as stars, planets, moons, and rocky or gaseous bodies. Celestial bodies in a permanent motion according to the will of Allah. So, from the beginning of the universe till now, celestial bodies in a permanent motion with according to the will of Allah. Firstly, we will discuss what is the meaning of stars. Stars, as shown in this picture or this figure, they are a big-sized bodies that emit or radiate a large number or a large amount of heat and energy. Light and energy. Again, stars is a big size of bodies that emit or radiate large amount of heat and light. Stars appear small, although they are big sized. Again, there is a question, give reason. Stars seems to be small, although it is a big sized. Why? Because they are millions of kilometers away from us. We can conclude it that stars is so far or very distant from us by millions of kilometers. This distance between stars and we, as we discussed, it is very large. So, astronomers don't measure them in kilometers, but they measure them with light year. What is the meaning of light year? It is the distance covered by light in 1 year. It is the distance which will be covered by the light in 1 year. And it is equal to 9.467 times 10 power 12. Again, light year, it is a distance covered by light in 1 year, and it's equal to 9.467 times 10 power 11. For example, when he asks you to calculate distance in light year between two stars, if the distance between them is equal 37.868 times 10 power 12 kilometer. The answer, distance in light year is equal distance in kilometer, which given in this problem, divided to the fixed number 10.467 times 10 power 12. So 37.868 times 10 power 11 divided to 9.467 times 10 power 12. If you calculate it by calculator, the result will be 4 light year. On the other side, there is a galaxies. What is the meaning of galaxies? Galaxies is a stars, but it found in a group called as galaxies, as shown in these pictures. Galaxies are bigger units from this universe, or a grand or a bigger units forming this universe. So a bigger unit of stars is called as galaxies. They are a tremendous collection of stars. They are systems that consist of thousands of millions of stars, a large number of stars. Galaxy that our solar system belongs to is known as the Way of Galaxy, or a Milky Way Galaxy. So our universe is our solar system, which consists the Sun and the 8 planets. It belongs to Milky Way Galaxy, with oval shape, with coiled spiral arms extended from it. The Sun in the solar system is lay on one of these spiral arms. We can discovering the crystal bodies by the scientists or astronomers discovered crystal bodies by a special device or a special instrument that called or known as telescope. Function of the telescope: firstly, they are used for identify the crystal bodies. There is two type of kinds of telescope: the reflecting telescope and refracting telescope. When we discuss the solar system is consists of firstly the Sun, planets and moons, asteroids, meteors and meteoroids, finally comets. The Sun is a big star of our solar system. It is the biggest body in the solar system. Sun is lay in the center of the solar system, and other bodies of the solar system all revolve around it. So the Sun is found at the center of the solar system, and other bodies is revolve around it. The second bodies the first bodies that revolve around the Sun is the planets. Number of planets is 8 planets in spherical opaque bodies or dark bodies revolve around the Sun in one direction, counterclockwise. So these planets is revolve around the Sun in one direction, arranged according to the distance from the nearest to the Sun to the farthest to the Sun. It beginning with Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. It begins the first or the nearest planet to the Sun is Mercury, the second is Venus, third is Mars, fourth is Earth, fourth is Mars, then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. It revolved in a semicircular or elliptical oval passes or orbits. So these orbits or passes is semicircular, and these passes lay in one perpendicular to the Sun axis of rotation around itself. So we can divide planets into two groups: the inner planets group, or the nearest planet to the Sun, and the outer planet groups, or the farthest planet from the Sun. The first group is small or inner planets to the Sun. It is the nearest 4 planets to the Sun in the solar system. The first one is Mercury, the second one is Venus, the third one is Earth, the fourth one is Mars. Characteristics of inner planets. Number 1, they are small bodies, have a solid surface, all of them having atmosphere except Mercury. So in the exam, when he asked about planets that haven't or don't have atmosphere, it is Mercury. Their densities are high, ranking from 3.3 to 5.5 gram per cubic centimeter, because they consist of solid bodies. As a result of these planets consist of solid bodies, so its densities became bigger. Number 5, they have a few number of moons rotating around them, except Mercury and Venus, which have moons, don't have moons. The second type, the big or outer planet group. So we discussed the first type, the small or inner planet group. The second type, the big or outer planet group. They are farthest 4 planets. It arranged as the Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Its characteristic, it is gas bodies or gaseous bodies formed from gaseous elements, hydrogen and helium. The hydrogen is present in a solid state in the outer surface because of 2 factors. The first one, because of high pressure and extreme coldness. So hydrogen is found in a solid state in the outer surface, and all of them have an atmosphere. Their density is very low or low. Because of what? Because these planets, as we discussed, it consists of gaseous elements. So their density is very low, ranking from 0.7 to 1.3 gram per cubic centimeter. Large number of moons are rotating around each of them. And this planets or farthest planets is called as gain planets because it's so big. There is a difference of gravity force of the planet on the planet's surface. The scientist Isaac Newton discovered the Earth's gravity when he is standing under a tree and found that an apple is falling down to the ground. So Isaac Newton, and this time he discovered the definition of gravity. Then he proved that the force of the gravity, or the attractional force among objects in space, it depends on 2 factors: mass of each object and distance between them. So the planets that revolve around the Sun in fixed orbit by the action of the Sun of gravitational force. As a result of Sun gravitational force, so planets are rotate or revolve around the Sun in a fixed passes or a fixed orbits, and as we discussed, this fixed orbit is semicircular. So acceleration due to the gravity in the surface of planets is Mercury with 3.78, Venus with 8.60, Earth, the gravitational force is 9.78, Mars, gravitational force is 3.0, 9.72. Jupiter is 22.88. Saturn is with 9.0, and Uranus 7.7. Neptune, the last one, with 11. And on the other hand, the moon. So we discuss the planets, and we say it divided into two groups, and we discuss the sun, and we say that the sun is the biggest body in the solar system and emit heat and light, and this sun is lay in the center of the solar system, and we discuss the 8 planets. On the other hand, or the third celestial bodies, is the moon. Moon are they are small planets affected by the gravity of the larger planets and rotate around them. So moons is small planets affected by gravity of large planets to rotate around them. As in this case, the moon are the satellite of the Earth. Moon is known as the satellite of the Earth. Firstly, Mercury with 0 moons, Venus with 0 moons, Earth with 1 moon rotate around it, Mars with 2 moons, Jupiter with 62 moons, Saturn with 60 moons, and Uranus with 27 moons, Neptune with 12 moons. The third crystal bodies is asteroids. Asteroids is a crystal bodies of thousands of different size rocks masses. Crystal bodies, this crystal bodies asteroids is rotate around the sun in a certain region. This region is known as the belt of the Winder. It lay between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. These crystal bodies with rocks masses is lay between orbits of Mars and Jupiter and the belt of Wanderer asteroid. It is a region, the Wanderer asteroid definition, it is a region separate the group of inner planets from the group of outer planets, as we discuss in the types of planets. Meteors when small rocky masses fall within the atmosphere of the Earth. It is small rocky masses fall within the atmosphere of the Earth. These masses could burn up completely as a result of heat produced from their friction with air, leading to formation of luminous arrows in the sky as shown in these pictures. So its definition, the meteors are luminous arrows that can seen in the sky due to completely burning of small rocky masses as a result of friction with the Earth's atmosphere. Meteoroids, when large rocky masses fallen with the atmosphere of the Earth, and in this case it don't burn completely. Some parts of them called as meteoroids, which will reach the Earth's surface. So meteoroids definition, it is the remaining part of rocky masses without burning. As we discussed, this rocky masses, large rocky masses, reach the atmosphere of the Earth but don't burn completely, and some of them is reach the Earth's surface. So it is a rocky masses without burning that fall on the surface of the Earth. The biggest meteoroid till now has a mass of 80 tons, and this meteoroid exists at the southwest of Africa. Finally, the comets. Comets are masses of rocks, ice, solidified gas that revolve around the Sun in more elongated elliptical orbits, intersecting with the orbits of the planets. Its head contains a head, its ionosphere, which are a mixture of solidified gas such as carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and methane gases, and it is a rocky parts and contain dust and water. Tail is considered as a gaseous cloud, so it consists of head, contain ionospheres with a mixture of solidified gas and rocky parts and dust and water, and its tail contain or considered as a gaseous cloud. The most famous comet is Halley. Halley had seen and studied in 1986 its complete revolution around the Sun every 76 years. Thank you for listening this lesson. You are be welcomed to ask us at any time. Thank you.